So now that you know vocabulary for angles, we're going to use that information to solve for angle measurements. But before we start, I have some important things to tell you. First, you need to know the difference between an acute angle and acute angle. Oh, is that pointing at you? Also, math is fun. It teaches you life and death information. Like when you're cold, you should just go to a corner since it's 90 degrees there. Also, once we're allowed to go back in public, if you ever want to use a good pickup line, I have one for you. Are you a 90-degree angle? Because you be looking right. Finally, see if you can figure this out. You are, did you get it? You are acute T pi. Huh? Connects our last two topics? Pretty clever, huh? Okay, now on to the math. So we're going to use those angle relationships to be able to solve for unknown angle measurements. Here's a couple examples. First, one thing that's important to know is the way that we name angles is by their vertices. Those are the points that make it up. So it says angle ABC is a right angle. The way that you would know what angle ABC is you just connect those letters. A, B, C. Well, that was a bad line. So this is a right angle. Unless you're told, you can never assume that it's a right angle, even if it looks like it. So we know ABC is a right angle. It wants us to tell the equation in order to solve for x. Well, if it's a right angle, that means they're complementary, so they add to 90. So our equation is going to be 50 plus x equals 90. So x has to equal, some of you might have already figured this out, but I'm just going to solve it using our equation steps. Subtract 50 from both sides, so x equals 40. X has to be 40 degrees. So then it says angle DBC. So we just connect those letters, D, B, C. Oh, well that's just x also. It's just another way to name it. Number 2, figure ABC, connect those, is a straight line. So if it's a straight line, that means it's 180 degrees. So angles are going to be supplementary. So that means x plus 24 equals 180. Okay, let's solve for x. We are going to subtract 24 from both sides. So x equals 156 degrees. And then again, it says, what's angles ABK? So I'm going to connect A to B to K. Oh, that's the same as x. So also 156 degrees. Okay, example 3, find the value of x. Okay, so we need to know something about vertical angles in this. Notice how these two lines are intersecting. This one that I'm highlighting in red and this one. Remember when I was laying on the ground making an X, I talked about vertical angles. So two intersecting lines, the opposite, or the angles across from each other, are equal. Well, this symbol right there that looks like a perfect corner tells us it's a perfect corner. It's 90 degrees. So that means the vertical angles across from each other are equal. So 10x minus 15 is going to be equal to 90. So if we want to find the value of x, we just have to solve our equation. I'm going to add 15 to both sides. So 10x equals 105. Divide by 10, divide by 10. So x equals 10.5. Cool. Last example. This tells us MNQ. So remember, connect those points. So MNQ and PNR are vertical angles. PNR. Well, we already knew that because, I mean, I guess the lines might not be perfectly straight, but you can tell there's two intersecting lines, and this is across from this, meaning they're vertical angles, so they're equal. At the same time, this, what I'm doing in green, and this are also vertical angles, so they would also be equal, but we don't care about those right now. So it says, what's the value of x? Okay, if their vertical angles are equal, so 3x minus 6 equals 114. Oops, I wrote 144. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So 3x equals 120. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So x equals 40.